So I am currently in I think it's the latest snapshot 1.17 RC1, and I'm going to be showing off I think most of the things that come with the snapshot. Today's the 6th for me, and the part 1 of Claves and Cliffs comes out 2 days from now, June 8th, so that's exciting. So let's go move on and show off all the blocks that I could find. Some things are not actually available without commands and stuff like that. So we have deep slate, cobbled deep slate, polished deep slate, calcite, tuff, dripstone blocks, rooted dirt, deep slate coal ore, deep slate iron ore, deep slate copper, deep slate gold, deep slate redstone, deep slate emerald, deep slate lapis lazuli, deep slate diamond, raw iron, raw copper, raw gold, amethyst, amethyst budding, copper, all the variations of the copper. Next we have the azalea leaves, flowering azalea leaves, tinted glass azaleas, flowering azaleas, spore blossom, moss carpet, moss block, hanging roots, big drip leaf, small drip leaf, deep slate bricks and their variations, including the infested deep slate, glow leech, more deep slate variations, then we have the amethyst shard, raw iron, raw copper, copper ingot, raw gold, bucket of powdered snow, bucket of axolotl, the spyglass, glow sack, axolotls, goats, glow squid, glow frame, glow berries, and the various candles and their colors that they come in. The small amethyst bud, the medium amethyst bud, the large amethyst bud, and the amethyst cluster, pointed dripstone. And here I have the heart of the sea to represent all of the things I personally could not find. There are more things that come with this update, such as the warden, I believe, and the how do you pronounce that? Shulker? Sulk blocks? Slut? Yeah, that's a hard word to pronounce. But yeah, I couldn't personally find them. I know some of them you need to get with commands. And next up, let's show off the Spyglass. Personally, I think it looks pretty good, and I'm probably more likely to use the actual Spyglass than I am to use the Optifine Zoom. I find the Optifine Zoom to be hard to use. Now here I have replaced some of the blocks with black stone, which came up in the last update, and with the deep slate blocks, and I think that it's gonna be some really good blocks to build with. They look really nice together, and I think the tower looks so much more menacing that way. And here we are in spectator mode, going underground, checking out some of how these blocks are kind of affecting the generation. This isn't going to be the new permanent generation, but you know, I think it looks pretty good so far. Here we have an amethyst geode, and you can see earlier in the shot, and I zoom on, look at it for a couple minutes more in some other places, but some of the new, you know, would you call it flora? Plants are spawning in the caves, the lichen or whatever. It's supposed to be kind of like vines, I think. And the generation just looks so much better. I mean, look at that interesting U shape. Natural glow squid. I personally don't like the glow squid. I mean, I like them, but I voted for the mushroom bloom cow, you know. What did you guys vote for? I remember when they announced the Caves and Cliffs update, I literally was screaming and crying. I have been waiting for the cave, like, you know, a cave update forever. I could care less about cliffs. Goats are pretty cool though. And I think it's gonna be a really good update. Here we can see some natural dripstone. That's really neat. I like that in normal worlds it still spawns in, even if it only spawns in small amounts. Overall, the generation is just quite fantastic. I don't know if you guys think the same thing, but here I thought that there might be like a warden spawn, and then I was thinking to myself, oh yeah, you changed it to peaceful, so there wouldn't be as many mobs in the world bothering you while you were recording all the B-roll footage for this video. So I was just being stupid. I think that they might spawn naturally. I'm not quite sure on that. A really good person to go to for full-on updates, I would suggest the YouTuber Waddles. I personally love watching his videos. He's the person I go to for Minecraft updates. There's some more of deletion. Those random pools are cool. This is a bit more narrow of a geode. I wonder if we're gonna get more geodes in the future, because that could be interesting. Like, maybe a really rare occurrence would be a diamond geode, and it would have like a raw diamond block that you could only get if you found the super rare diamond geode. That'd be a cool thing. It's not a thing. It just would be cool. And just, you know, maybe you could break it down into like half as many diamonds. So instead of getting, I think it's 9, because I think you have to fill up the whole grid to make a diamond block, you'd only get like 4. Which would, you know, still be really good considering how big geodes are. If it was a thing to be put in Minecraft, either via a mod or in the future if they decide to expand the geodes. And then here's quite a big cave that I found. And I think these are the types of caves that are gonna be, I mean, some of them are gonna look like this, but then in the future some of them are going to have a lot of dripstone hanging down and have bigger chunks. Here we have the various animals, like here are the goats. I think there's a screaming goat you can get too, like a fainting one and a screaming one, but you can only get them via mods. Here's the glow squid again. Again, like I said, I wasn't one to vote for the glow squid. No, not at all. And now we have the axolotls. I spawned quite a few here, trying to see all their different various colors. I think the white one is technically called blue. The yellow one seems to be the most common, followed by the white one, then the pink one, and then there's a brown one you'll see here in a second. And then I made a axolotl-topia, so they could just go ahead and kill some glow squid. Spawn a whole bunch more. Felt bad for them because I had spawned a whole bunch on the ground, way more than you saw in that shot. It was like, oh, they're searching for water. So here's to show the cauldrons are empty before, and this is kind of a new cauldron setup you can have. I think you can put any block that the dripstone will connect to, and then it'll fill up. You'll see later. And then we also have the new candles. You can put a candle on a birthday cake, or a cake, making it into a birthday cake. So, you know, long distance birthday parties can now be a thing in Minecraft, or at least better than they were before. Here's showing off some more of the new blocks. The spore flower that you see on the roof over there, you can't get that except for in creative, but it has that really nice effect. That's me showing off the parkourness. You know, you can jump from them, otherwise they break down or anything, which will be cool. And then those are the different azaleas. If you have the little budding one, that's what it grows into. And then in a second, the one without buds on it goes into that tree. Right there. Very similar. The only difference is the leaves. Otherwise, they're just kind of oak trees. Then I forget to turn on my camera. Or not my camera, my hotbar. I had to turn it on so you could see that. But that's the new effect for when you're inside some powdered snow. And then I forgot that you can't jump out, so I had to break the block.
Oh, that wasn't very good.
And then I think it's cool that you can walk through them. You could have some type of hidden base where you have to walk through it, and then when you get to the other side, then you know your base is there. Must have killed a sheep. I wasn't there for that. But, you know. The amethysts make really pretty sound. A lot of the blocks have really satisfying sounds in this update, when you place them or when you break them. And then you can see here that, you know, they filled up. So you can now have that system. And I'm about to change it to night, so we can actually see how well the tinted glass works, which is pretty well, but first I have to cover that up. So now you'll see how well it works, which is, I think, really well. You can kind of see a slight glow, but it doesn't radiate from inside. It's just showing off the candles in the night and some of the other blocks. I think the amethyst has a slight glow to it, or something over here has a slight glow to it, besides the candles. I'm thinking it's the amethyst, which is just makes it all the more magical looking. And I think that's yeah, I think we're done for today. So I hope you liked this video, and you know, you should subscribe. We're almost at 100 subscribers. Maybe we'll do some type of special video for that. A special Minecraft video could be quite entertaining, especially because the new update's coming out in 2 days. So, I will see you guys later, and this has been Mage.